see the third rule. Did you remember the third rule? Which we have studied in the 4th standard. There is no change for the rule. Rules are same. We are doing additional problems. Okay. So see the third rule. When a symbol of smaller value is written to the left of a symbol of larger value, the smaller value is subtracted from larger value. So what does the rule states? Rule states that when a symbol of smaller value is written to the left of a symbol of larger value. If the smaller value is written to the left of the symbol of larger value, what we have to do? We have to subtract the smaller value from the larger value. So this rule is just reverse of the second rule. What does the second rule states? Second rule states that if the smaller value is placed to the right of the symbol of larger value, what we have to do? We have to add the two values. We have to add the smaller value to the larger value. And the third rule states that if the smaller value is written to the left side of the larger value, then we have to subtract the smaller value from the larger value. And there are two main points we have to note here. Okay. V, L and D are never subtracted. Also we studied in the first rule that V, L and D are never repeated. So keep in mind that V, L and D. What does V stands for? V stands for 5. L stands for 50. D stands for 500. So 5, 50 and 500 are never repeated and they are never subtracted. That is the first point. Second point is that 1 can be subtracted from 5 and 10 only once. So 1 can be subtracted from 5 and 10 and it is possible only once. And x can be subtracted from L and C. That is x means 10. 10 can be subtracted from L means 50 and C means 100. So 10 can be subtracted from 50 and 100 only once. And the third point is that C can be subtracted from D and M only once. You know C represents which number? 100. D represents which number? 500. And M represents which number? 1000. So 100 can be subtracted from 500 and 1000 only once. So what are the rules? V, L and D. 5, 50 and 500 are never subtracted and they are never repeated. And what is the second point? I. I can be subtracted from 5 and 10 only once. That is 1 can be subtracted from 5 and 10 only once. Similarly 10 can be subtracted from 50 and 100 only once. And 100 can be subtracted from 500 and 1000 only once. So you have to study this rule. If I say study the rule, it doesn't mean that you have to by heart the rule. What I am saying is that you have to understand the meaning of the rule. Okay, then only you will be able to do problems. Otherwise, you won't be able to do problems and you may feel it difficult. So, you have to understand the meaning of the rules. So, let us do the first problem. Okay, what is this? 1 and V. What does this Roman numeral represent? You know V represent 5 and I represent which number? 1. And this is a smaller value. It is written to the left side of the larger value. So what we have to do? We have to subtract 5 minus 1 equal to 4. Is it clear? Here 1 is a smaller value and it is written to the left side of the larger value 5. So we have to subtract. So 1V is a Roman letter representation of 4. So can you tell this? This represent 1 and this represent 10. The smaller value is placed to the left side of the larger value. So what we have to do? We have to subtract 10 minus 1 equal to 9. So this is a Roman letter representation of which number? 1 and x is the Roman letter representation of 9. This you have studied in 4th standard. Now see the next one. XL. What does this Roman letter represent stands for? You know X is the representation of 10 and L is the representation of 50. See, X is written to the left side of L. So X is a smaller value and it is represented or it is written to the left side of the larger value 50. So what we have to do? We have to subtract. That is 50 minus 10 equal to 40. So XL is a representation of 40. Now let us see the next problem. XC. X represent 10. You know it very well. And C represent which Roman letter? C represent 100. So 10 is a smaller value and it is written to the left side of the larger value 100. C represent 100 and it is a larger value and the smaller value 10 is written to the left side of the larger value. So what we have to do? We have to subtract the smaller value from the larger value. So what is the answer? 100 minus 10 equal to 90. Is it clear for you? So now can you do the next question? C and D. C, D represent which Roman letter representation? How can we do it? C is a representation of 100. You know it very well. And D is a representation of which number? D is a representation of 500. So C is a smaller value and it is written to the left side of the larger value 500. So what we have to do? We have to subtract. So 500 minus 100 equal to 400. So CD is a Roman letter representation of which number? 400. Isn't it easy? Now see the last one. You know C is a representation of which number? 100. And M is a representation of which number? 1000. And smaller value 100 is written to the left side of the larger value 1000. So what we have to do? We have to subtract. So what will we get? 1000 minus 100 equal to 900. So if a smaller value is written to the left of the symbol of larger value, what we have to do? We have to subtract. And in the previous rule, what we have done? The smaller value is written to the right side of the larger value. Then we have to add the two values. And what is the first rule? If a symbol is repeated more than 3 times, we have to add the values to get the Hindu-Arabic numeral. So I hope these 3 rules are clear for you. So you should study these rules and write down these examples and the rules in your notebook and submit it to me before the next class. Remember, this chapter is there for the periodic test. So study well. Okay.